In this video, I'm going to do a comparison between the aliveair machine and the rabbitair -A2 machine. Now, the rabbitair A2 sells for $549. The aliveair sells for $299 and two for $549. So you can actually buy two of these for the price of the rabbitair -A2. The rabbitair is, of course, much more modern design. It actually looks like the front of a small LCD television set, and it's got very cool controls. They'll both do, well, actually the rabbitair will do about 800 square feet. The aliveair will do 865, so it does a little bit more square footage. But I'll take the filters apart. If you turn them on the side, you can see that the aliveair is a little wider. A little taller. But the rabbitair is more square, so it's a little, wider in terms of the front coverage. But you can also hang it from the wall, which is kind of a neat thing about the rabbit -A2. So what I'm going to do now is take the front covers off, and we'll go inside and take a look at the filters of both, the technology. So with the front covers removed, let's do the rabbitair first. So what you got in the rabbitair is the first thing you have is a pre-filter. So pull that off. So that's washable. That's going to collect your hair and dust. So especially important if you have pets. And then behind that you have a medium filter. Now this is going to capture slightly smaller molecules than the pre-filter. And this you'll change every 9 to 12 months as well too. Then behind that you've got your HEPA filter. Now the HEPA filter's pretty good size in terms of width and length. It's a little narrow on the ends, and this one probably needs to be replaced. It's getting a little dark already, as you can see. But this is going to be the best for allergies. It's going to capture your dust, your pollen, and more of the small particles. Then behind the HEPA, you have customized, they call it customized filter. You get a choice of germs, pets, or different versions of this other. It's very similar to the pre-filter or the medium filter before it. And so just capturing another level of pet dander. Okay, so this is the pet one. And then behind that you have carbon. Oops. And carbon, if you can hear that, there's carbon granules inside all these little chambers. And that's going to absorb your smoke, your odors, your chemicals. Now you'll have to change that periodically too, because once those molecules get filled with those chemicals or odors, then it won't be useful anymore. So to change the filters minus the carbon, it's going to run you about $100 every 9 months or so. Okay, so now let's look at the aliveair purifier. It's got a smaller pre-filter, washable pre-filter, but the same thing, going to capture your hair and your dust. Then behind that, it is electrostatic. Now electrostatic, this is washable as well. And that's going to collect your soot, your pollution, and kill odor as well. So you just run that in soapy water. So those are your two washable filters. And behind that you got a HEPA filter. That's a good size HEPA filter. And again, that's for allergies, dust, and pollen. It's a little bit thicker than the rabbitair. And then behind that, the carbon's actually built into it. Now to change these filters every 9 months or so, these are only $35. So you actually get the carbon and you get the HEPA in one unit. And you usually have to change both about the same time, so it's not a bad idea. It actually saves you some money by building it in. Then behind the HEPA filter you have TiO2. Now TiO2 is a nanotechnology grid, and this is going to kill your viruses, your bacteria, your germs, help prevent colds and flu, that